Well, hello everybody. Uh-oh. Knocking stuff over here. I ordered this the other day. Man, it's hard to show stuff on here. This is a guitar cord with a male end and a female end. And I'll explain. So for Christmas, I got myself a mini micro guitar amp. Ouch. Uh-oh, let me make sure that's not too loud. But that's what this looks like right here. And you plug it into your guitar, and then you plug in some headphones, which I probably ought to charge this up too. And it's rechargeable. And weird thing about it though, it works good on all of my guitars except for my travel guitar. That's kind of the guitar I really wanted to use it on. When we go places, let me put on some. When we go on little road trips and we stay in hotel rooms, I take my travel guitar with me. And the idea was that I could take that travel guitar and jam out in the hotel room. That was the idea of one of the reasons I wanted to buy the thing to begin with. Okay. For some strange reason, and I think I got it figured out why, it does not want to work on my travel guitar. I think, from what I can tell, is that the little I'll show it to you on this guitar. The place right here where you plug it in on my travel guitar, the end piece, that end piece doesn't go in far enough, is what I'm thinking. But on a regular guitar cable, it will work. So I ordered that little cable thinking that I could use that little cable and get that thing to make a contact and make it work. Well, the little cable that I ordered does the same thing as the headphone amp. Wouldn't you know it? So I come up with an idea to plug it into one of my, actually I plugged it into my tuner, which is a pedal for a guitar. So I plug one cable into the guitar, the other cable into the pedal, and then that cable there with the female end on it, I plug the male end in, and then I plug the headphone amplifier into the female part, and guess what? It worked. Hey, what's going on? But it did work. So I know that's a lot to go through to get one thing to work, but it did work. Man, I got the coughs. Sorry about that, guys. and gals. I'm a mess, man, I tell you. Getting old as hell, man. I had a piece of candy down here. I don't know what I did with it. It was one of those mints. I was gonna use that. But anyways, okay. So, all right. So I spent the better part of the day yesterday looking at amplifiers. My JBL speaker has worked pretty good for a couple of years now. But I was saying yesterday on my live stream that when you play the guitar and the music through one speaker, it kind of gets mushed together. And I want it to be more separated, the sound. So I want to play the guitar through an amplifier. And then I want to play the music through a speaker. So I've been doing some research, and this is what I come up with. This is a Fender Mustang amplifier. Okay, it's a 50-watt amplifier. Yo, what's up, man? It's a 50-watt amplifier, and it hooks up kind of like this little amplifier. It has Bluetooth, and now you get an app. Well, I have the app because it's the same app that I use on this little one, and it has tons of settings in there. You can change out the amps, you can change out the pedals. So yeah, I kind of, for right now, I kind of picked that. And then this speaker right here, it's called this is a Bluetooth speaker. Mackie is the brand on it. It's called the Mac Thump Go 8-inch. So eventually I will have two of those, but for now I'm just gonna start out with one of them, and then one guitar amplifier. You know, I need an amplifier that I can carry pretty easy. I got a couple of small amplifiers that are about like 10 and 15 watt amplifiers that are not big enough. Then I got my Fender Deluxe, which is too big, too heavy. I'd say that thing is probably at least, it's got to be at least 40, close to 50 pounds. It's too big and too heavy to pick up and take to in and out of places. So anyways, that's what's happening with that. How y'all doing today? Saturday, man, what are you guys up to? Okay, a blues shuffle in B. Do I have any musical people in here? think's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow? And do you care? Do you care who's going to win and who do you think's going to win? Let's have a little bit more fun here. That wire up there is kind of bugging me. Brothers of Blues. Did I say it was an E? Hang on a minute. An E. I like E's. Come on, man, talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Ask me a question. Ask me a question. Tell me something. Say something to me. Okay? I'm gonna go get a cutters and cut that wire because it's bothering me, man. That's why, because it's bothering me. Oh, tell me something that's going on in your life. Are you having a good life? Are you having a crappy life? Tell me something that's going on. Give me something to work with here. I'll tell you something that's going on in my life, okay? Whoa, damn. Whatever. Get a job, make money. Oh man, go somewhere else, you. I don't know who you are or what you want, but go somewhere else. You're not welcome here. I don't want you around. So anyways, here's what's going on in my life. Back in November, our car started leaking oil. So I took it to the mechanic. They had it for 2 weeks. They fixed it. You know a lot about me. All right, well, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna pay attention to you anymore, okay? I told you you're not welcome on my streaming YouTube channel. So get lost, take off, go do something else with your life. Leave me alone. I'm not interested in whatever you're selling. Okay, so anyways, they had the car for a couple of weeks. Cost me about $1,200, and 1,000 miles later, it started leaking worse than it did the first time. And so I took it in there. My mistake, I should have waited until they were ready to take it in there. I didn't really think about it that much. I just took it over there, you know, and I said, well, you know, you guys, I mean, it needs to be fixed. Whatever you guys did, it didn't work. So, and they said, yeah, we'll take care of it, man. We'll take care of it. Just leave it here and we'll take care of it. It's been 3 weeks, man. Damn, dude. So I got another vehicle, and but it's kind of a like a, well, it's a big work van, right? It's in good shape and everything, but it's just big, and I don't really feel 100% safe with my wife driving it because it's so big and she's so little. So anyways, I've been getting up and taking my wife to work. She starts at 5:30 in the morning. So I get up at, 5:30? No, 6:30. She starts at 6:30. So I get up about 5:30, and then what I do, because I can't get back to sleep when I get home, is I stay awake until about 8 or 9, and then I go and I crash out, and it kind of messes the day up. I gotta be honest with you. I am from Kansas. That is where I'm from. So anyways, yeah, that's what's going on in my life. The mechanic is about 25 miles from where we live. So Monday is our grocery day. Monday we go to town. That's kind of where our car is at, in that town. So I'm gonna go see what's going on with my car. Hopefully they can get it fixed this week, because I'm really getting tired of taking my wife to work. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my wife and all that good stuff, but normally I just stay in bed and stay asleep, and then she kisses me goodbye and leaves, and I go back to sleep, and then I don't usually get up until about 9. So it's kind of throwing me off my schedule, man. Throwing me off my routine. Hang on, guys, I'll be right back. Ugh, don't go nowhere, y'all. When I put this string on here, I didn't cut it off, I just left it hanging. So I wanted to cut that string off of there. I'm ready. So anyways, you know, here's the thing about life, man. I'll give you a little bit of old man wisdom. And I found this. Whoa. I found this out, pretty early in life. Okay, so you're always gonna have problems. Always. I mean, that's life, man. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. You're gonna have problems all the time, man. It's just how life works. But the better that you can adjust to those problems, the easier your life will be. Okay? So you got to know that you're going to have problems, and kind of crazy. I told my wife the other day, I said, if one of us was sick, if one of us had something wrong with us, this our car being in the shop would be nothing, compared to one of us being sick. So it's how you look at things, It's how you deal with things. But I can guarantee you, you're going to have problems through life. That's just how life is. But I want y'all to tell me, what do you think about the Super Bowl this year? And what do you think about the Super Bowl halftime show? I was talking to some people where I go to exercise yesterday, and I don't know, I like to see how people feel about certain things. I kind of like to push their buttons a little bit. So I asked this guy, I said, hey man, who do you want to win the Super Bowl? Or who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl? And he said, I think the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl. And I said, okay, that's cool, man. I told him, did you know that in 2000, I think it was 2014, and I had Googled this earlier. So I said, did you know back in 2014, the Patriots beat Seattle in the Super Bowl? So this is going to be like a rematch. And this guy, he's very argumentative. I mean, no matter what you say. It could be sun shining outside and no wind, and you tell him it's nice weather, and he'd argue with you. That's how this guy is. And he said, well, it's not really a rematch because none of the people that played in the Super Bowl in 2014 are still playing today. These are all new people. So it's not really a rematch. I said, oh, that's okay. It don't matter, man. Whatever. I mean, that's not how I look at it. The team is the team, right? It's always the same team. No matter if it's the same players or not, it's still the same team. But he said, I'm not watching the halftime show. And I said, well, why not? What? I mean, what's the big deal about that? And he said, to have the halftime show in Spanish isn't right. And I said, well, it's a big deal, man. It's not, it's just entertainment, you know? You just watch them. You watch them dance. It's just a show. What does it last, like 15 minutes? You know, 20 at the most? I said, it's just a show. Why wouldn't you watch it? And he said, I'm not. I don't think they should have Mexican, and Spanish, the halftime show at the Super Bowl, because it's un-American. And I said, all right, that's cool, man. You know, that's your way of looking at it. And so I said, are you going to watch the Trump, the MAGA Super Bowl show? And he said, yeah, if I can find it, I will. And I said, you like Kid Rock? And he goes, well, It's got to be better than somebody singing in Spanish. And I said, you guys are crazy, man. So what I want to know is, how do you guys feel about that? Do you agree with me, or do you agree with him? So, okay. This is my opinion about Kid Rock. I think he's lost his damn marbles. I'll be real honest with you. I think Kid Rock is doing and saying whatever it takes to get some money. That's what that's my look at it. So back in like, oh man, I mean like 1999, I think it was, 1998, 99, around in that area. I was kind of into Kid Rock. I mean, I wasn't like, he was no way was he ever close to being my favorite, right? But I did buy a couple of his CDs, and I listened to some of his music, and I liked him in Joe Dirt. I thought he was funny in that movie. But now, I mean, I've always kind of liked, you know, Kid Rock, what he does and who he is. But now, I think he just, like I said before, he's doing whatever it takes to make a little money. So if he has to kiss somebody's butt, he's gonna do it. I don't really blame the guy too much. I mean, money is money. So it's kind of smart, you know, to get in there and get some money. But how do you guys feel about it? Somebody answer me, please. Somebody let me know what you think. I'm not going to get mad at you if you think, if you disagree with my opinion. I don't care. One thing I learned about life, a lot of people like to disagree with me. I don't care. That's just how it is, man. It's life. I might look for after Bad Bunny does his thing, because I am going to watch it. I'm interested to see what he does. After the halftime of the Super Bowl, I might look and see what the other guys are doing, just to laugh at them, to say how sucky it was, because it's gonna suck. If you're watching Kid Rock, and I know you're not, but if you are by chance, if you do by chance see my video, I just say do what you gotta do, brother. You know, that's what it takes to make a little money. Then you do what you gotta do. But you might want to ease up on kissing somebody's butt. Your lips are going to get stuck to that butt. When I was 20 years old, I moved to a town and it had a very, very heavy Spanish population. I moved to this town to work, and due to the packing house being in that town, there were a lot of people from Mexico that lived in that town. And there was a lot of people that were, their family had lived in that town for a lot of years. So there was a lot of Mexicans that were born there in that town. Okay, I found out very early in life that Spanish women like white guys. So I got me a little Spanish girlfriend. And I did notice that when her and I went somewhere, especially like a restaurant to eat, I was getting really dirty looks from white people, especially the women. Were looking at me like, you know, why are you with a Mexican woman? You're a white guy. That kind of look. I even told a woman one time to quit looking at us. I said, you want to do me a favor and quit looking at us? We're trying to eat, and you're kind of annoying us because you keep looking at us and talking about us. And she got mad and got up and left. But here's the crazy thing about it. Okay, that's how they act in this state, in Kansas. That's how they acted back then. When I moved to Colorado, I lived in a town. Again, I lived in a town with a packing house. And this town had a very large Spanish population. There were way, way, way more Spanish people in Colorado. And I have always kind of had a thing for Mexican women. So I had a different Mexican girlfriend. I never got that look from nobody. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? It's so common in that town for Mexican women to be with white guys, for you know, back and forth, right? Mexican guys were with white women, Mexican girls were with white guys, and it was just so common that nobody ever looked at me different. I never got that feeling at all. But I grew up in a family where my dad did not speak highly of Mexican people. I didn't know any Mexican people, and I just kind of went by what my dad was saying. But honestly, when you get to know the Mexican people and you get to know their culture and you get to know like their ways of living, they're very good people, very hard workers, and the ones that come from Mexico, they really do have really good family values. My wife's family, and they all live in California, they're very good people, all of them. They all work. A lot of them have been in the service, serving the country, and they all have good paying jobs. They all, live clean and respectful lives, and they're very family oriented. They always spend their time together. It's nothing like when we were down there. It was nothing to have like 10 or 15 people in the kitchen in there making food and eating and laughing, and I will be honest with you, their family was a lot better than mine. So a lot of being racist is because you don't know those people. And when you don't know those people and how they live, then it's easy to judge them. When you get to know them and know their culture and know how they live and how they are, then do you like those people because they're good people. Well, you guys are some boring people today. So, let's play with this guitar for a little bit. One of the problems that I've had in my guitar journey is that I started out with an acoustic guitar. And I spent a lot more time on my acoustic than I do my electric. My Stratocaster. This is my Stratocaster. And I am the least familiar, and I'm always lost for words. But I am the least familiar with this guitar than I am out of all my guitars. And this guitar right here, this Stratocaster, this is going to be my moneymaker. I would like to get another Stratocaster. One with a little hotter, I'd like to get one with a little better, hotter pickups. I don't want to change the pickups in this one because it does have good sounding pickups. But like everything in life, this guitar here is a custom shop series, which is honestly, as for the American made Stratocaster, this is probably the bottom of the line for the American made. They have I need to educate myself a little better on this, but I do know they have a Pro Series Stratocaster, and they go up in value. So one of these American-made custom shop Stratocaster will run you around probably $1,600-1,700. If you go up to the Pro Series, you're into the maybe about $2,500. And I did see some Stratocasters that were up to about $3,500. So I do know that this is the bottom of the American Strat. So I would like to build my own and put my own parts in it, but get the best parts that you could put in a guitar. So that's where we're at on that. All right, if you guys aren't going to talk to me, I'm going to crank it up. Got a little thump over here. guys got a guitar, get it. Get your guitar, let's get going. This is an E. Play off of your E's. Here's the E right there. Here's the E. Here's the E. Here's another E. Another E. Man, that's how you have fun with the old backing tracks. Yeah, man. Very, very good. Very, very good practice. Very, very good practice to play with the backing tracks. Very, very good practice. Let's try. We're gonna go over here and go E with the 1. Over here with the 2. With the 3. Down to the 5. To the 4. There's an E right there. Back to the 2. Back to the 1. What's up, Logan? Are you still with me? Okay, guys. I'm gonna practice me some songs, and then maybe make some videos tonight. So yeah. I've been practicing Smoke on the Water, which so Smoke on the Water is one of the songs that a lot of people learn. It's like one of their first songs that they learn when they play the guitar, but they don't play it right. You know what I mean? It's not the right way to play. It's the very most easy way to play Smoke on the Water. It's not the right way to play it. I've seen people play it like kind of like this, where they'll start up here and they'll go dun 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 dun, something like that, right? Dun, 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 dun. So that's not actually the right way to play Smoke on the Water. You go up here to your G and you go dun 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 dun. And you guys see my hand here? I'll show you guys just in case you wanted to play that song. Okay? Damn it. Okay. This is a G, see? Dun 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 dun. Who in the hell's calling me from Wichita? Yeah, I don't know anybody from Wichita. So, we should shut them off. Shut them off. Shut them down. Earlier in the week, I contacted a Subaru dealer to talk about a Subaru. I'm gonna buy a new car. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's how you play Smoke on the Water. Dun, 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 dun. So anyways, I contacted a dealer from Wichita. Kind of see like how much is like the taxes. I mean, you can see like how much is the car like on the website, but I wasn't for sure how much the taxes were and how much they have it like they call a doc fee where they fill out the paperwork. Yeah, you spend $35,000 buying a car and they want to charge you another $800 to do the paperwork, and which is totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. I mean, the person that's typing out the paperwork is making a salary, you know, that's their job, they're getting paid. And for the dealer to charge almost $800 to fill out the paperwork, I told him, I said, we got to negotiate on that because that's crazy, man. That's too much money. So he said, yeah, we can negotiate on the doc fee, but the rest of it is not negotiable. I said, that's cool, man. You know, that sounds good. But I looked at another state. We're kind of like in an area where we're kind of close to Oklahoma. So I looked in Oklahoma. I could get the same car for almost $2,000 cheaper. So I'm going to Oklahoma, man. I ain't worried about, you know. One thing about when you do business, don't worry about the other person. Don't worry about the person that you're doing business with, okay? Because they're making their money on you. And if you're worried about how that person feels or about how much money that person's making, you're not doing good business, okay? You worry about yourself. When you're buying something like that, a vehicle or a house, you don't worry about other people. You worry about yourself, okay? That's a time in your life where you need to be worried about you, okay? How much money are you putting out? And don't worry about how much money they're making, because they're making their money, man. Okay, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, 1:30 already. I'm gonna get out of here. Ricky, what's going on, dude? You like it, huh? All right, brother. All right. I was showing everybody earlier. I've been doing some looking on for for an amplifier. I want an amplifier small enough that I can take out, to play. So I'm gonna get this amplifier right here. It's a 50 watt. That speaker is a 12-inch speaker. It's a 50 watt amplifier. I thought so. That number that called me was from the Subaru dealer. So, what are you up to, Ricky? What's been going on? You have that amp? Oh, cool, man. The Mustang, the Fender Mustang amp. You have that? Yeah. So I needed an amp. Yeah. I needed an amp that I can carry, in and out, put it in and out of the nursing homes and stuff. So that thing weighs in about 26 pounds. Ricky, my friend, check this out. Get you one of these, brother. These are really sweet. That's cool, Ricky. You go, boy. You go do your thing. Hey, man, I really do highly recommend you get one of these. It's for headphones. You plug this into your guitar. You plug your headphones into here, and man, you can jam as loud as your brain can take it. There's an app. Let me show you. Let me connect it, and I'm going to show you real quick. Stay with me, all right? Yeah, it's really cool, man. You'll like it a lot. There's an app. Do you have this app on for your amplifier? Because the amplifier that I was showing you, you can use this app right here, and so it has like all these presets, and in these presets are different pedals and different amplifiers. See? And then you can even adjust these pedals. You can adjust these pedals. You can shut the pedal off. See that? You can turn the pedal on. You can turn it off. You can even swap the pedal out with other pedals. I'll show you the amplifier. You can change the settings on the amplifier. You never seen that? Okay. So yeah, look at. It's really cool, man. And once you change the settings, you can save it. There's a little thing up here that says save. You can save that setting. You can save the adjustments that you made. So yeah, there's like a lot of them, man. I think there's, let me count them. There's close to 100 of them. Hang on. Okay, there is 70. 70 preset. Yeah, there's a lot of amplifiers that are like that, but like, and I don't know how new that amplifier is. I was trying to look, and it looks like to me it's fairly new, within a couple of years. But yeah, that's really cool, man. Because you can change. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's totally a different amp. The one that I'm looking at is a 50 watt, and it has all those. You can use that app, so it has all those presets in there. So like if you go out to put on a show, right, and you want a little distortion, you can change it right there, man. You just pull it up on your phone, change it. Have it in your mind, and have them all set up ahead of time, so you know which ones you're going to use for which songs. You can even make a little list if you wanted to. make a little list out of some Post-it or something, you know, saying like, okay, Travis Tritt, you're going to use a little bit of distortion, right? And then like maybe some Hank or something, you're going to play it clean. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to get it probably in the next couple of months so I can start getting used to it. And then as far as like my speaker, I'm going to get one of these. It's called the Mackie 8-inch Go. It says Thump Go. That's a Bluetooth speaker that, you know, you charge it up, you take it out, you Bluetooth it to your iPad, and so I'll have my music coming out of that, and then I'll have my guitar coming out of the amp. So I want to try to separate. The way I have it now, everything's coming out of that JBL speaker, and it just sounds kind of like mushed up together. I want it to be like separated, so you can really hear what I'm doing on the guitar. So yeah, so other than that, what's going on, man? Finger picking? Yeah, man. Honestly, so you're talking about like with the finger pick? I've tried doing that a little bit. You know, one thing, man, is like finger style music. It looks real hard, but honestly, I think it's easier when you're doing like finger style. Well, let's see if I can come up with something here. Oh, like let's see. What do I know with like finger style? When you get like a pattern, I can't really think of something right off. But when you have a certain pattern and you're playing finger style like that, honestly, I think it's easier than trying to strum it. I can't really think of anything right. Oh yeah, I know one. But you go like that. I used to play Puff the Magic Dragon. Oh, with finger style. It's been so long since I've done it though, man. I don't really remember how to do it. I'm more into stuff like this nowadays. Like. One of the main things I've been working on the most, I got like an itchy something in my nose. An Acoustasonic. Be careful with these Acoustasonics, buddy. They don't really give you the sound that you think that you're going to get. So go to the music store and experiment, okay? Go to the music store. I recommended you go a couple of times at least. And hook one of these up to some pedals and play around with it for a little bit, because I'm always thinking that I could get a better sound out of it. And you definitely, for me, I found that when you do hook it up to a little bit of reverb and some delay, maybe an overdrive pedal, you get a lot more out of it that way. So anyways, yeah, man, go to the music store and check it out before you buy it. I have been wanting to get a Gibson Gold Top for a while. I don't think I'm going to right away though. I promised my wife that I wouldn't buy any more guitars until I started making money on with my guitars. So, hey, I do know one fingerstyle song. But I promised my wife that I wouldn't buy any more guitars until I started making money. Have you ever heard the song Hey There Delilah? Haven't heard it, but it looks, I will tell you this, it looks super easy, and it's not that easy. I'm not a very good singer, but it starts out like this. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you, I know it's true. Like that, and then it goes, I can't remember the words to it. But look it up, man. It's by the White Tees. Now you recognize it? It's by the White Tees. Called Hey There Delilah. But see, I do that all finger style like this. If you watch the original guy that done the song, he has a video on YouTube where he's sitting on a sofa with an acoustic guitar, and he does this. You'll see him how he does it. And he's, what you do to me? Oh, what you? And you'd have to. I like count it out like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and switch it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So yeah. When you go like this, when you snap it, that gives it that snap sound. I don't know how heavy a Gibson Les Paul is. I never held one, so I don't know. I mean, I would think they might be kind of heavy, because it's solid. It's a solid body guitar, and it's, yeah, I would think that you're right. It probably is kind of heavy. This is something that I learned really early. And it's kind of easy, but it's kind of good to practice doing this too. So you're gonna use a pick, right? Or you can do it with your fingers too, but I use a pick. And so you get like the G, right? Okay, start at the top and go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then go to your E, high E, and go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go down 1 string. Whoops. Go down 1 string to your C. See, that's a G, and then that's a C. G, and then C, and then do the same thing. Start on your 5th string. Go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your E, go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when you go down to your D, you do a little thing where you go. So you're just like G string, no, D string, G string, E, B, G, D, G, E, B, G, 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 E. It's hard to try to show someone how to do something, you know. D, G, B, G. When you know it in your head, you just do it. You don't think about it. Okay, so G, D, G, B, G, E, B. And then you go to the E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the A minor. And then the D7. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's definitely a challenge to play the guitar. It's definitely a challenge. I'm getting to the point where I can move around with my bar chords and everything without looking at them. I just know by feel where they're at. So that's going to be a really good accomplishment. When I can do that, when I can play like all the way through everything without looking at it, yeah. I mean, right now I have to look and see like where I'm at. And I'm also trying to incorporate my C shapes a lot more. So, yeah. Brother, if I was in, is that Virginia? Is that where it is? If I was there, man, I would definitely come and watch you. I definitely would. There's a very good possibility that I will meet you someday, my friend, because we are buying a new car this summer. I'm going to buy a Subaru Forester. That's what I'm looking at. 2026 Subaru Forester. I want the Subaru Forester because it has a pretty decent amount of room in the back. So I can load it up with my guitar stuff. And then I'm going to hit the road. I'm going to start doing some playing like in different nursing homes. And I'm going to start charging the nursing homes to play. Yeah, you put on those videos, man. I watch your videos. I keep track of you, buddy. But once we get our new car and my wife gets retired, she's got 2 more years. And then when she retires, we're going to go further away from our house. But when we get our new car, I'm going to start scheduling shows out of state and start charging people to play. And, you know, there's a thing about life, man. God is in control, you know. I mean, God is in control. That's that. You can make all the plans in the world, but God is the one that's actually making things happen for you. So you don't know what's going to come along your way. When you get out there and you start, you know, getting around people, you never know. You never know who's watching you, or who you're going to meet out on the road that might say, hey, I like what you're doing. I want you to come over here. I want you to play at this place. So, yeah, you just never know what's in store. But I would play like, I have in mind like nursing homes, rehab centers, you know, like where people, when you have a stroke or when you have an accident or a major surgery, a lot of times they'll put you in a rehab facility. So that way you can get your, like your physical therapy and all that. And you stay there until you get good enough to go back home. And that's what I'm talking about when I say rehab centers. But yeah, man, I mean, I'll play like anywhere that they want me to play, as long as they're willing to give me some money. Oh man, but yeah. All right, Ricky. Hey, brother. I'm gonna get out of here, bud. My dog's jumping around upstairs. If he wants to be somewhere, there you go. If he wants you somewhere, he'll put you somewhere. Yeah, man, that's how it works. Yeah. You never heard that before? Um, I will tell you a little something, man. I had a business in Colorado, and I started watching Joel Osteen on TV. He's the TV preacher, and he was talking about how divine interventions, I think is what he called it, divine interventions, divine something, something like that. Okay, but what it was is that when you meet somebody. You're just at the right time at the right place, and you meet somebody, and then that person that you meet could turn your life around. Well, that happened to me one day. I was at a plumbing supply store getting some plumbing supplies, and I was putting these supplies in my van, and this guy come walking up to me, and he said, "Hey, are you Robert?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm Robert." And he said, "Do you by any chance have any business cards with you?" And I said, "Sure, man. Who are you?" And this guy said, "Well, my name is Terry Miller, and I'm a plumber, and I've been doing plumbing around Greeley. That's a town I lived in." He said, "I've been doing plumbing around Greeley for about 30 years, and I'm constantly getting calls for people needing their drains cleaned out. I don't do drain cleaning, but I need somebody that I can send to my customer's house. And I heard that you do a pretty good job at a pretty good price." And I said, "Yeah, that sounds good, man." So I gave him some of my cards. And then he walked away, and another guy came up, and he said, "Hey, do you have some more cards? My name is Fred Dalton, and I'm also a plumber, and I've been doing plumbing for about 30 years. And I am the same way as Terry. I'm all the time getting calls for people that need their drains cleaned out. And I'm looking for someone that I could send to my customers." And I said, "Sure, man, that sounds good, Fred." And I gave him some of my cards. And I throughout the years, I was in business for 20 years. Uh, those two guys sent me more business than anything I ever paid for. I mean, I paid up to like, there was some times where I paid pretty close to $1,000 a month for advertising. And those two guys sent me more work than the phone book, my website, everything. So it's all about who you meet and who God puts in your path. About 10 years into after I met Fred, about 10 years later, he got cancer, and he fought that cancer for about I'm not real sure, but I know 2 or 3 years he fought that cancer. It was in remission for a while. He thought he was going to live, but poor Fred, he went to go be with Jesus. The cancer killed him. But I still had so many calls from his customers. Yeah, you just never know, man. When you go out on the road and you start meeting people, you don't know who's in that crowd, who's watching you. You don't know what they're gonna want you to do, and that's where God takes over, man. All right, Ricky. Hey, man. Nice talking to you, brother. I've been missing you, man. I've been wondering what was happening with you. So I've been doing live streams every day. I started doing that about a week ago because I need to get some more hours. And I've been doing live stream about around like 11 o'clock. 11 to noon, somewhere around in there. So hope to see you again real soon, brother. But I'm going to get out of here. I've been on here for almost an hour and a half, and my dog's jumping around. I think he's got to go poop or something. You don't want to mess with my dog, dude. Oh, your grandmother passed away? That's too bad, dude. Oh, I got you, man. That's too bad, brother. How old was your grandmother? But you look at it like this, Ricky. Your grandmother's in heaven. She was 97. Wow. My wife's mother passed away last year, and she was 97. And you know, my wife and her siblings, her family, they did take it kind of hard, you know, that she passed away. But the thing is also, man, is that she was having dementia. And, you know, once you get to the point where you're not enjoying life and you're not comfortable anymore, and, you know, you're in pain and you're suffering, then it's probably better. You know, I mean, 97 that's a long life, man. Yeah, yeah. She's looking over you, man. So yeah, my mom passed away a couple years ago. She wasn't as old as that, but she was a smoker all of her life, and she wasn't interested in quitting. And she just kept smoking, and then eventually it did. She got cancer. She had cancer everywhere. Oh, wow. Yeah, that dementia is something else, man. What the heck's going on up here, Frankie? I got a movie on for my dog. I put on the Troll movie. Oh, wow, check that out. Did you see that guitar? There was a guitar in that movie. YouTube will probably give me a copyright for having that on there. Yeah, that that's some bad stuff. Come here, Frankie. Frankie, come here. I think my dog's got dementia, to be honest with you. Go on, go outside. He'll go outside and then he gets out there and he acts like he don't know what he's doing out there. I'm like, well, go out there and go potty, dude. Do your thing, man. He just stands there and looks around like he's lost. This movie that's on is the Troll movie, and it's on like Peacock. So yeah. All right, Ricky, I'm gonna take off, bud. Take care, man. Check me out later, all right? I'll probably be on tomorrow for a little bit, maybe like. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl don't start until evening, so I'll definitely be on tomorrow. Check me out, man. We'll talk some more, okay? All right, brother. I'm out, dude. Take it easy. Sorry to hear about your grandmother, man. Later, brother. Keep on strumming. Okay, thanks, man. I'll see you later. Have a great evening.